Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rashad Murphy from Money News Management, and today I want to talk to you about my first 30 days in real estate. This channel was created to help people understand how to invest, buy and sell real estate, and get a basic understanding of money management. Well, as I started to research a lot of these things to teach and create the content, I realized that real estate had a lot of criteria and a lot of ins and outs and nuances, so I thought that it would just be best to go get my license. So if you're interested in learning how to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, invest in stocks and learn a little bit more about that, or just simply understand a little bit about how to manage your money, make sure you subscribe to this channel because that's exactly the kind of content that I like to create. I realized I hadn't been posting much on this channel about real estate and investing and money management tips, and that's really because I was trying so hard to create a foundation within real estate to help me become the best agent that I could possibly be. And I guess you could say the reason I hadn't been around is because I had tunnel vision, nudge, nudge, get it? Okay, all bad jokes aside, I realized that there are a lot of people out there that are starting new businesses. And one of the things that I was kind of trying to do there is, shout out my brother who actually started his own clothing brand called Tunnel Vision. And I thought that it was appropriate considering how everything has been going with me starting real estate and me kind of being deep into the foundation building part of that. Now, on to the fun stuff. What does it mean to be a new real estate agent and what should the person expect? In reality, becoming a real estate agent wasn't really a hard choice to make. It was what to do after I got my license. There are a lot of different things that you can do and there are a lot of places that you have to go. And if you don't really have the right foundation and support system, then 9 times out of 10, your first days are going to be very difficult. Now, this is actually a conversation that you would have with your potential broker and the kind of assistance and help and guidance that they offer. So when I first started real estate, I joined a brokerage called Keller Williams. The difference between being an agent on a team and a single agent, I have a couple of differences, but one of the main things that a lot of people think about is how the splits work and who's gonna help you with what you need to do. To go a little deeper into that, let's just get into the registration process. After you finalize your real estate course and you take the test and you pass, the registration process actually is not as simple as it should be. This process may have been a little skewed because of the virus and may have taken a little longer for me because it was in the middle of a pandemic. So I'm using this solely based on my experience and what happened with me. And I also may be a little bit biased because I do have a team behind me that's helping me and educating me throughout this entire process. Like a lot of the mistakes that I made, I guarantee you that I would have made a lot more if I didn't have these people behind me that have been experts and seasoned and mega agents inside of this business. And in reality, I'm really thankful for my team because I call them for everything. If I have the smallest question about any nuance, I give them a call. And in reality, as an individual agent, if I didn't have a team, I would actually just have to go find those answers. And yes, they're out there, but who wants to do all that? For example, after you pass your test, you have to go to the LREC or the Louisiana Real Estate Commission, and they tell you that, exactly that. But for me, I didn't know because I forgot because I didn't do it the day after. It took me like 2 or 3 days and I forgot where I was supposed to go. So all I did was ask and they shot me the address and the phone numbers to call and everything. So if you want to be an individual agent and not be a part of a team, something that no one told me, even a part of a team that I'm glad that I was prepared for, was the almost $2,000 that you're going to need in registration costs. And that's going to cover things like your MLS access, your testing fees, your registration fees, and all of those different nuances that you'll pay at different points in time, but it's just something that you have to be ready to do. And likely at this point in time, you won't have sold any houses or done anything to actively practice real estate. So that's something that you're going to have on the front end to make sure that you're able to perform on the back end. Generally speaking, the registration process isn't as difficult, I guess, as I'm making it seem. It's actually probably one of the simpler parts. It's more of the practicing and understanding the systems and finding good models to practice through real estate. And lucky for us, Keller Williams was created by a man named Gary Keller who has a book called The $1 Million Real Estate Agent. And within that book, he writes out all of the systems and models, and you really just adjust it for your location. So if you are an individual agent, that is a book that I would recommend everyone going to read just to kind of get the understanding for what it takes to become a successful real estate agent and piecing out each part. And within that book, actually, they talk about taking a few weeks before you try to go out and start practicing real estate actively to just kind of get good at your skills and understanding the systems and how everything works. And to be honest, I didn't take that advice, and that's something that I'm telling everyone that they should actually do. Because some of the mistakes that I made really could have been avoided if I would have just taken a couple more minutes to understand the process of what's happening and ask a few more questions and just kind of better prepare myself. Lucky for me, I have a team that the moment that I tell them something, they have solutions and they're just ready to help me to make sure everything is okay. So when it comes to practicing real estate, you get to do all kinds of cool stuff. Now, this is just me, and really, I'm just super excited about being a new real estate agent, and that, maybe that'll wear off, maybe it won't. I don't know. But one of the things that I love about real estate is the opportunity to show pretty houses. And since the center that I work in has another team that focuses on new construction, I get to do open houses for new construction properties. They are beautiful. Becoming a real estate agent isn't what I thought it was. In all reality, I'm just a resource to people who already want to do something. A lot of people assume that as a real estate agent, you have to sell people, but in reality, you just have to help them get exactly what they want. You're not trying to sell them certain floor plans or certain new constructions or anything like that. They tell you exactly what they want, and you just help them find it. There are a bunch of things about real estate that I can't wait to go in depth on. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you haven't given this video a like, please do that now. This is just my first 30 days within real estate, and I do plan to make more videos in depth about a lot of these different things, whether it's lead generation, understanding how to stage a home, how do open houses work. I actually have an open house this Sunday, and I do plan to try to make a video about that. So stay tuned, and I promise we're going to have a lot of fun following this journey of real estate. One of the things that I also would like to do on this channel is document my progression. So I created an intention for closing 119 units within the next 12 months. Now, this may be a little difficult, but it's okay because it's my intentions for my first year within real estate. And that is a process that I really would like to document for you guys, so you guys can see exactly how hard I will be grinding and trying to churn out these closed units to make sure that I accomplish my goal. And with the idea of wanting to close 119 units, you're going to have to talk to a lot of people, or at least I'm going to have to talk to a lot of people. I would love the support of you guys by sharing the videos, you're making sure you're subscribed, and just helping me out throughout this journey, commenting below with any ideas, suggestions, or hey, one of my friends wants to buy a house, and I would love to get in contact with them. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, whether you're in Florida, Georgia, Chicago, Texas, New York, or in the state of Louisiana, I will assist you with the home purchasing process. If you or someone that you know wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, and they don't know where to start, feel free to send them into my direction. If you or someone that you know would like help buying, selling, or investing in real estate, I'll drop a link to my app in the description below. This app allows you to browse properties the same way that you would on Zillow, but with more accuracy because it's connected to the MLS. So what happens is if you see a property in New York, Florida, or anything like that, I can assist you with going through the paperwork process or helping you find an agent near you that will work with you constantly. I want to share with you guys a story of one of my first interactions with real estate, and this was a story from when I was at the DMV. So me being a brand new agent and being so high speed and so eager to just make a sale and get a listing contract or anything of that nature, I was at the DMV waiting in line and I saw all these people standing. So I decided to make an announcement, basically saying, hey, my name is Rashad Murphy. I'm a real estate agent. I don't feel like I'd be doing my job if I allowed all of you to stand here and not know that I can help you buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Yeah, I got a couple contact cards. The key point of this story is that there was this one elderly lady that told me that she needed my help with one of these projects that she had involving real estate. When I got home later that day, I gave her a call and she didn't answer. So about 2 days later, she actually gave me a call back and we spoke. Now, granted, for an appointment conversation, it was where we just set the appointment where we're going to meet and talk more. This conversation lasted an hour, which is extremely long. She just wanted help listing her house and buying 5 more properties. So mind you, this is the first person that's ever talked to me about needing help listing or purchasing a property. And I've only been a real estate agent for about 2 weeks at this point. I go to the office and I tell them, I'm like, hey guys, this is the situation. I need a little bit of help. And one of the guys in the office has a little bit of time, so he says that he'll come along with me on this listing appointment. If she needs to actually sign the listing agreement, he will help with that process as well. We get to this home and she opens the door and she's not really dressed appropriately. And the first thing she does is she sees me and then she sees him and she goes, I'm okay with young boys, but it's them older men that you gotta watch out for. Red flag number 1. Then she proceeds into saying, I'm gonna go put on something more appropriate. Long story short, we sat there for about an hour. She had no intentions of selling her house. Just a fun story to tell because within this process and within this journey, you're going to run into a lot of people. And if you've made it this far through this video, I just feel like I wouldn't be doing my part as a real estate agent if I didn't show you some of my favorite properties. If you guys made it this far, to close this video out, I want to show you a virtual tour of the inside of a home that I'll be doing an open house for this Sunday. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to give this video a like. Share this video with one friend who wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, and tell them to click the link in the description below. Thank you, and I'll see you next time when we come back to help you manage your money.
Thank you.